textured drawing with crayons and sandpaper. So this is going to be really cool, and I think you're going to enjoy it. It's a really simple craft. All you need is obviously sandpaper. You need crayons. You do need crayons, markers, colored pencils, paints. I'm not going to work with this. And you also need paper. You could probably use computer paper with this one. Note paper might be a little too thin, but computer paper should work. Construction paper should work. Cardstock. I'm obviously using sketchbook paper. Any of those options should work. And you're also actually going to need an iron, because after we make this, we're going to iron on our drawing from the sandpaper onto paper, and that's what's going to make give it a cool textured feeling. So make sure you also have your parents' permission and probably your parents' help for ironing on the drawing. But first, let's get started. For your sandpaper, I'm going to cut mine in half because I do not need this much sandpaper. Make it even a little bit smaller. And you can make however big a picture you want. So if you want to use a whole page of sandpaper, you can. I don't need that big paper for this time around. So, and on your sandpaper, you can draw whatever it is you want to draw. I'm going to draw a simple flower because this is just a demonstration for you. But you can draw any kind of picture. You can take however long with your picture. You can do whatever details you want in your picture, all that stuff. And also, parents, for your little one, this is a really great drawing technique for your younger ones because it's a nice sensory art project, because the sandpaper is just rough and they get to feel the wax from the crayon on the sandpaper. And so it's really good for developing those sensory skills. Also, I want to remind all the families out there that because we are still in the middle of summer reading, it is not too late to register for summer reading. For kids, for anyone, we have an option of doing an online summer reading program as well as a paper option for both kids, teenagers, and adults. For kids and teens, when you register, we have a packet at the library with a fun bag and a paper reading log if you want to do paper version. As for the kids, we also have some stickers and some bookmarks as well. And so we have some really great prizes this year for both kids and teens. There's some really, really cool prizes. And so I want to encourage you guys, it is not too late to register. Join us in this. For the kids, we've got a lot of different kinds of toys for them to choose from. Little kids even have the option of getting some themed rubber duckies that match this year's theme for dragon and unicorn rubber duckies. For teens, we have themed baskets that have a lot of really cool prizes in them. We've got a Harry Potter basket, an art themed basket. Anyway, yeah, so just make sure you guys register for it because it's really fun this year. And don't forget to tune in also to our other weekly videos for kids. We have story time, and we have these videos, as well as for the older kids. We have Book Wizards Book Club, where I will be reading a couple of chapters of a story to them, and that will count toward their reading log as well. So make sure you tune into those videos. And I know our adult services librarian is doing some fun things with the adults. I'm also going to be planning a teen trivia game for teens here in the couple weeks. You'll find some more information about it on our Facebook and our website. So make sure you join us, because even though COVID is still happening and we're still stuck in our homes, we've got some fun stuff that is planned for our summer reading program. Okay, so here is my flower, pretty basic flower. Next, I'm going to get my ironing board out, and I'm going to iron my flower onto a piece of paper. It's very simple for parents who will be ironing for their kids. I'm hoping kids do not get to iron out with your parents without the parents' permission, because it is very hot and you can injure yourself. With iron, but basically what I'm going to do is, I obviously have the iron here, paper. I'm going to put my picture face down onto the paper. I'm going to put a cloth over it, and I'm going to iron on a medium setting. And it doesn't really need to be, you can just kind of sit there for a few minutes until you will see the crayon drawing come onto the picture. And I will show you my finished product when it's done. Alright, so my picture is done, and I've ironed it on, and you can see the finishing touches here. Obviously, it did not do like the whole picture, but that's okay, because it did like mostly like little like wax dots on the paper, and when you rub your finger across it, you can feel the texture of the wax on the paper. If you want more, then you can probably turn your iron up a little bit higher, maybe leave it on, leave your iron on the picture for a little bit longer. Your parents can decide they want to use a dishcloth. I put dishcloth over my sandpaper just for safety reasons, but it's still a really fun experiment to try, because it does make a really textured, kind of cool, like abstract looking art at the end of it. Also, depending on the thickness of your paper, you might be able to have paper that's thin enough so that when you're done with the whole thing, the sun might be able to shine through it, and it kind of makes it, you can put in the window, and it kind of makes like a little fun those like sunglass, or those sunglass things where it has a pretty color shine through the paper. So anyway, that is today's Maker Monday art. I hope you enjoy getting creative again. Make sure you join us on Thursday for Book Wizards Book Club. Later on today, Miss Amy from South Branch is also having a story time, and I'll see you guys next week.